We're on the Tennis Warehouse court today, play testing the Babolat Jet Terre 2. Let's go check them out.
It's been a while since I've worn a Babolat Jet model, and I do find these to run a little bit on the narrower side. So if you're looking for a wider fitting lightweight shoe from Babolat, I would check out the SSX Evo. That one's another lightweight model that does have a bit of a more generous fit in the forefoot. For my wider feet, I did feel that these shoes were on the narrow side for me, but they were very comfortable. The uppers are quite soft and pliable, so I didn't feel that they were squeezing my feet uncomfortably, but I could tell that my feet were a little too wide for the fit of these shoes overall. On court, I really liked the weight of these shoes. They really don't feel like there's much holding you back here. They also feel nice and breathable as well. I never had any issues with my feet overheating on court. The traction levels were fine. And for me, the durability, I haven't put that many hours on the court, because here's where I'm going to talk a little bit about where the shoes weren't working for me. I wasn't finding the amount of support that I would like to play competitive singles in these shoes. I was finding that the uppers, because they were so soft, weren't quite holding my feet, and so I could feel them moving a little bit around, so I was hesitant to push these really hard. Overall, I find these shoes to be very lightweight, but I will be reserving these for light hits only.
I'm gonna echo a lot of the same things that Tiffany said. This shoe is super lightweight, very comfortable, but it quickly got delegated into a coaching, teaching shoe for me. So I split my time on the court right now playing tennis for myself, and then I'm actually probably doing a little bit more coaching. And this shoe is going to be one that I travel into matches. This is a great option because it's so comfortable, so light, and then I can jump on the court, warm players up, or even feed, and I know that I'm wearing the right shoe. However, the second I started doing drills, isolations, a lot of movement in this shoe, I did know a lack of support from the upper, and it was a little concerning. I'm not getting any younger, and I could really feel my ankles working overtime to keep my feet and my whole body upright. And then pair that with a stickier outsole. I'm the playtester that likes such sticky outsoles, and this one was a little too sticky for me. So when I was on the run, there was no give at all. Pairing that with my ankles working overtime to try and help with the stability and support, this just was not best for very extreme hitting or drilling or singles play for me. However, again, this is going to be such an amazing shoe for light hitting, light doubles play, and coaching for sure. I can wear this shoe all day. It's so light. It's super easy to pack up as well. And I think the upper is nice and breathable. So a great shoe for those coaches out there or anyone that's looking to do some light hitting, or maybe you're a club doubles player. I think this is going to be a great option for you. Now that's it from California. Let's see what the ladies in Atlanta thought of the Babolat Jet Terre 2.
Thanks, Michelle. On paper, the new Babolat Jet Terre 2 fits just in my wheelhouse, so I was super excited to get on court and see how they perform, and I absolutely fell in love with them. If you actually like the previous generation or even the Jet Max series, I think you will be a big fan of these. When I first put the shoes on, I right away noticed just how amazing cushioning was. I really enjoyed that plush cushioning under my heels and also in the forefoot. Other than the cushioning, the other thing that I was extremely impressed with is just how light these shoes felt on court. I felt so speedy, I almost didn't even notice that I was wearing anything. I did not need any break-in time. I thought the shoes were good to go right out of the box. The only thing I would mention about the break-in time was that when I first put the shoes on, they felt a bit more on the narrow side, almost a bit too narrow. But as the playtest went on, the upper opened up a little bit, just enough for me to feel nice and snug and comfortable. All in all, the shoes will still fit more on the narrow side. I did end up utilizing the second eyelet to really have that nice and locked-in feel during the playtest. But once I did that, I felt super secured and I had no issues with support moving around. As for durability, I probably put more than 20, almost 25 hours on these shoes so far. And when I was looking at the outsole just now, just to check for the playtest to see what I wanted to say, I barely saw anywhere. So honestly, zero complaints for durability from me. My one and only knock, if I really had to say something about these shoes, would be just the traction. I thought the outsole was a bit too sticky for my liking, so I ended up getting stuck in certain shots, but eventually it loosened up a little bit, so just something to keep in mind when it comes to the outsole traction.
I was excited to be part of this review and try out the new Babolat Jettair 2, and after playing in them, the best 3 words I could find to describe them were soft, light, and quick. Even when I first put the shoe on, I felt comfortably just standing around and walking in them, which is actually really hard to find on a tennis court shoe. I felt like the upper was very soft and the sole get a soft foamy feeling, and even though I prefer shoes that are a little harder and firmer just to get more support, the shoes were great. I do gotta say that I was a little bit afraid to fully commit to my movement and go fully out, since I felt like my feet move around the shoe too much while I was stopping and switching directions too quickly. But for coaching or light hitting sessions or for less aggressive movers, this shoe is a great choice to go for. Besides that, the shoe fit great to my feet. I would describe my feet to have kind of like a medium width, but I still have enough space to feel wrapped around while my toes did not feel cramped up at all. The last thing is I want to add for this shoe, another highlight, is that it exceeded my expectations in terms of durability. Even though I didn't get to play that many matches in them, which is where I slide the most around the court, the sole hold their ground very well. I still have a lot of traction and you could barely notice any use on the sole area. But still, I felt like my feet move around too much and I didn't offer that much support and stability. But if you're looking for a shoe that is comfortable, affordable, and light, this will be a great choice to check out. Thank you for watching. For more information on these shoes or any others, please check out our website, Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.